So I've got to make a cat house. Not the sort of cat house Wild Bill Hickok would have visited. A cat house for our doorstep for the cats. My wife is concerned about them getting a bit cold in the winter. And Fig don't like it. But I've got to make this cat house to sit on the doorstep so that, because the contrary bastards won't come in of a night and then we find them cold on the doorstep in the morning. So I've got to make something that they can get in on the doorstep and keep warm if they don't come in of a night. So I've got some 1/2 inch ply in 4x2 bits. So basically I'm going to make a cat house with a door there. It's going to be a 2-storey cat house. Going to have a floor in it, and then another entrance there. So I'll use the 2-foot bit of the ply that way. Cut these. I'll do them so that that's a 60-30 triangle there. And I'll see if I can cut them on my sliding table. The first thing I've got to do is cut one of the 4x2s in half. Remember I said about these being a bit flimsy? Dropped it once, the batteries popped out of it and the little knob up here snapped off. So now it won't close properly, keeps on popping out. I'm going to put a bit of tape on it. Bloody nuisance. So that's them cut roughly in half. Now I've just got to cut the lines, mark the lines and then cut them for the little pitched roof. Unfortunately no ends on these boards seem like they've been cut particularly square, so I'm going to have to trim the ends off to square them up on my saw in a minute. Anyway, only halfway on here. Right, manhandle it over the saw, see if I can cut it. Front and back cut. It's not perfect. This side is about 3 millimetres longer than this side, and I've squared the end off. So it's these angles that weren't cut quite right somehow. But it's good enough. It's only a tiny bit out. So next thing I've got to do is cut the sides. So this is the show so far. That's just all balanced up there at the moment. The saw's cutting lovely. You can get all these lovely little angles, and yeah, I'm pleased with the saw. Right, I need to cut the holes where they're going to get in and out. I need to scribe a line all around the middle so I can put some supports in for the second floor, and then bash it together and sort the roof out. But I think I'll cut the doors out on the laser. This is where we're at. I cut the holes for them to get in and out of with the laser. Took a while, would have been a lot quicker with a jigsaw. But while they were cutting, I cut some bits of 2x1 in half, pinned them on the sides and the back, and then pinned and glued it all together. And now I've got to get on and make the roof. So I want to make the roof detachable, as is the shelf going to be inside, and it's going to sit on a base so you can get it to bits for cleaning. So I'm going to put 2x1 all around the edge and put some ply on top of that so that it'll just lift off in one lump. So I've got to cut a bit of 2x1 at an angle, same angle as this. Cut the bits up here. Anyway, you'll see it. Right, so now for the roof. Right, well there it is, the cat house so far. I've got to make a shelf for the inside and find something for it to sit on. The lid comes off. Leave the lid off. Now I've got to find something, bit of wood, make a shelf for the inside with a little hole in it so they can move about in there if they want. Because one of the reasons I wanted 2 entrance exits, we do get a lot of foxes around here and they're bastards. And I thought if they were in there and a fox could get in there, they could attack them and they wouldn't have anywhere to go. But with the 2 stories, and I'm going to make an hole in the shelf in there, so that they'll be able to go in there and go down and out of that one, or vice versa if something tries to get them. Probably a bit of overkill, but like I say, foxes round here are bastards. Right, let's find a bit for the shelf now. Escape hatch. Right, so that's the base. It's just a 3/8 12mm bit of MDF with some bits stuck on it so that it sits in it. Now I'll just cut some little bits of 2B1 just to make feet for it, so it's not sitting on the ground. Right, I'll let them dry and come back up, flip it over and see how it all is. So I'm going to do a bit of painting. I've got this very old buttermilk, I think it's shed paint, garden paint anyway. It's from Wilco's, they've been gone for donkeys, so this is pretty old. Feels pretty thin, but I'll have a look at it. Right, it's very separated. But I'll give it a go anyway. Right, I'm going to use the old Wagner paint sprayer that I bought when I did my kitchen. I'll let that coat go off and then I'll give it another one. Right, nearly there. I've just got to put this bit of felt on the roof, but it's really cold and the felt is very stiff, so I'm going to have to air dryer it. And that is that. Ain't turned out too bad. I mean, it is only a cat box to go on the doorstep. Just one final touch though. There you go. That is now finished. Only a cat box, but there you go. Right, I better take it to bits and cart it down the garden. Well, I've just got this bit to go down now, and then you can have a look at it on the doorstep.